What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking an in-depth look, test drive, and review of the 2019 Audi RS5 Sportback. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here on this short little test drive review of the RS5 Sportback. So this is a 2019 model. It is a 2.9 twin turbo V6 producing 444 horsepower and 443 foot-pounds of torque. Now, I actually have never driven an RS5 before, so this is one of my first times driving this car, and kind of excited, honestly, to see exactly all this car has in store for me, because I'm used to Audi R8s, I'm used to TTs, but like I said, never have drove an RS5 Sportback, so pretty excited. So this car is derived from the Porsche Panorama, and it has an all-wheel drive 8-speed automatic transmission. So far, just in the short little bit that I've been driving it, the paddles are very responsive, which is nice, and I do enjoy. One of my biggest complaints with transmissions that are not necessarily, well, one of my biggest complaints with transmissions, especially the paddle shift transmissions, are the fact that when you actually go ahead and shift, you know, you've got a delay of 2 to 3 seconds before it actually shifts. I had that issue in one of the Corvettes that I reviewed maybe a year ago. It wasn't very impressive to me, transmission wise, because when you're trying to drive, you know, you want to get instantaneous responses through the tranny, and if you don't have that, not only does it take away from the fun factor, but it takes away from your driving capability as well. But so far, this is nice and responsive, and I do really enjoy it. So this does have a 12.3-inch digital dash. It's got various different clusters on it, which is quite cool. You also have this 8-inch entertainment system over here that does feature Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, also 4G LTE as well. And on this little infotainment system, you've got lap times, you've got your trip computers, you've got your lap statistics, you've got layout. Of course, the sport displays is what we are running currently, just because I think in my eyes it looks the best. You also have your times. You've got a bunch of other different features here that I will do when I'm not driving. Very nice and relaxed when you're just trying to have a nice everyday daily driver. Very comfortable, very relaxing, very smooth, very nice. Tell you what, the downshifts in this car are actually quite impressive from a stock exhaust. I'm currently on the comfort mode for driving, just to see how it drives as just a comfortable vehicle as a daily driver, and it's quite impressive, I must say. Not only does the exhaust sound great, but you know, like I said, it really does. It handles great. It's comfortable, and when you want to get up and go, you can. All right, so we're gonna merge on to the interstate here, so we'll get a nice little pull in. I'm currently in 4th gear going 40. See what we can get here. Go ahead and we'll go down to 3rd maybe. Yeah, we'll go down to 3rd, sounds good. ahead and give it a little pull here from third gear. Yeah, that's pretty nice for comfort mode. Wow, comfort mode takes off. I'm just messing around with the different driving capabilities in this thing, and it is impressive. All right, so we're in fifth gear. I'm gonna speed up a little bit and get over here so I can get a nice little pull in. So we're in fifth gear going 75. There's a guy in front of us, but we'll see what we got here going to fourth. Yeah, it pulls nice. It pulls very nice. I must say, I am very impressed. It drives, at least in my eyes, it kind of drives similar to the Audi R8. You're not, obviously, you don't have the exotic look of the car that you would with an R8, but the handling is quite reminiscent of it, at least in my eyes. Very, very smooth, very dailyable, very comfortable, but when you really want to get on it and go, there is no slouch at all. I'd say maybe the only thing that I could say potentially just about the throttle response, and I noticed it just a tad even in dynamic, is when you go to give it full throttle, you have about maybe a 2/10 where you actually don't feel the instantaneous just go. I mean, it's very, very, very small, so most people probably won't even recognize it, but at least myself, I do notice it just a tad. But overall, I mean, I can't complain. I'm very, very impressed with this car so far. So I do want to give a huge thanks and shout out to Rufus Alexander. He is also the guy who helped us with the Audi R8 video that we just did a couple of weeks ago. And also, of course, Audi Columbus Byers Imports. These guys are awesome. I sort of knew them a little bit before I knew Rufus, but not really more of a relationship or a connection, just more as like a just somebody for business. But now I can truly consider Rufus a friend, and I really, really do appreciate him allowing us to do this for the sake of the channel and just my own personal enjoyment. So thank you, Rufus. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Byers. Really do appreciate it. I really wanted to gun it through that tunnel, but there's a tractor trailer in front of me and I wasn't able to get the exhaust shot that I wanted. But this test drive is coming to an end, and it was a little bit short, but I am not going to complain because this is an awesome, awesome car to drive, whether you're looking for a daily driver or an actual performance hatch. You cannot go wrong here. Once again, this is not the coupe version either. This is the Sportback version. So this actually is 4 doors and has a very spacious back seat, which is quite impressive for a car of such performance.